What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. You know, being sexy is becoming a turnoff. Um, and I'm saying that because there are far too many people who think being sexy is like the alpha and omega of dating, relationships, marriages. All you have to do is be sexy. That's it. That's it. See me taking pictures on Instagram and Facebook? That's it. That's all I gotta do. And it's becoming a turnoff because there are too many people out here who can't hold a conversation. There are too many people out here with superficial concerns. And what I mean by superficial concerns, you can have a conversation with somebody about reality television, but you can't have a conversation with somebody about reality. And that's disturbing. That's really disturbing. You can have a conversation about fashion, but you can't have a conversation about family. See, this superficial facade is not really being conducive to anything. And don't get me wrong, I like to see beautiful women, but at some point, they always would say that beauty fades. And okay, if you got it, flaunt it. Okay, okay, but see, if that's all you gonna flaunt, you really ain't got nothing. See, the same way women look at guys, if he didn't have that money, would nobody talk to him? It becomes that same scenario. If she didn't have that body, would nobody talk to her? If she didn't have that face, would nobody talk to her? Because you're just an empty shell. And when you look for depth, when you look for character traits, if you take off your clothes, all your character is on the floor, and that sucks. You know, every man is not gonna save you from life. Pretty much, no man really wants to at this particular point because you drag pretty women are just having getting dragged along through society and life. You know, they're not raising the kids, not taking care of the family. They don't cook, not even for themselves. Not even. I'm not talking about for family or spouse. They don't clean up, not even after themselves. I get so tired of seeing women with pretty pictures in a in a messy room, or pretty pictures in a hotel room. That just screams out hope. It really does. Like you taking all these sexy pictures in a hotel room. It's not a good idea. Or, you know, I look good on the beach. I look good in the car. I look good, you know, on vacation. I look good, you know. Could you take a picture at work with your work clothes on to say you doing something with your life rather than trying to look good? Because it's becoming it's an epidemic, but it's becoming a serious problem because that's all females are starting to expect to bring to the table. That's all they expect that they have to bring to the table. And then when somebody says, no, you need to do more than that, it becomes a battle. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why do I need to be a well-rounded individual? Because that's conducive to having a relationship. Oh, you just bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm too good for you. Okay. And then on the back end, it becomes sad because Not saying it looks faded on a particular person, but what if, you know, next year there's going to be a new crop of pretty women who all they're going to have to bring to the table is looks. And you had your run. Your run is up. So now you got 21s, 18s competing with 21s, and 21s competing with 24s, and 24s competing with 30s, and 30s competing with 31s, and I mean 30, 35s, and 35s competing with 40s, and everybody's in the same box, competing to be pretty, and nobody is bringing shit to the table, and it's disgusting because the young women should be looking at the older women like you still by yourself. The older woman should be looking at the younger woman like you pretty, but I'm telling you, you can't. You need to learn how to do these things, or you're gonna be by yourself. Because I'm not as fine as I used to be, but I sure know how to keep a man. You see what I'm saying? The dynamic is just all dysfunctional, and that's why it's becoming a turnoff. Even when I go out, I look at people. Too much weave, too much makeup, them clothes too goddamn tight. Can you just be yourself? Would that hurt? Just be yourself for one day. Let me see who you are, yourself. Because all of this imagery is becoming unappealing. I'm out.